happening, bro?
Grammy-nominated producer Tay Keith has passed away at the age of 29. And what has left fans around the world heartbroken is that he was part of so many people's memories through music.
Hey, my man, what do you do for a living?
Make music.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Take Keith, what it do?
Hey,
Yeah.
Keith. Oh, I always want to know, was that Drake's voice who said that?
On what?
Your producer tag.
Nah, he said it on one-on.
Oh, okay, no doubt. It's the best part of your job.
I guess the travel. You know what I'm saying?
Where's your favorite place that you went?
Miami. I just go for the beach, man, relax. Put my feet in the sand, man.
No doubt. No doubt.
Vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Love that. What's your favorite song that you produced?
All of them.
Love that. And your favorite artist, dead or alive?
What's yours?
Bob Ross?
Bob Ross?
The painter?
Are you talking about artists, like drawing?
Could be anybody, bro. You can take the question any which way. But if it was musical artist?
So many artists, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I a lot of artists, bro. Like a lot of people like, you know how they go.
No doubt. And last question, one message to the world.
Be positive, be happy, spread love, good energy.
No doubt. Hey, ladies, you know who this is?
Bro, I almost just crashed my car. Tay Keith just died, gang.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. I said the same thing.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah,
he was only 29 years old.
Yeah, bro. Other shit.
This is the story of Tay Keith, a young man from Memphis who turned a laptop, a dream, and an incredible ear for music into one of the most successful production careers in modern hip-hop, but unfortunately died mysteriously. Millions of people may not recognize the name Britavious Chambers immediately, but they know the name Tay Keith. They know the producer tag, they know the songs, and they know the impact he had on music over the last decade.
You ain't got to go to school to be successful in music. You know, a lot of people just go to, I think the main tool is the network with, you know, motherfuckers. But I think when it came to me, like, a lot of people thought, like, all right, they're going to go to MTSU and try to do the same thing. But you gotta work outside. Like, you got to know social media and shit. You know, like, even with bro, like, when I was his age, I was already lit, too. He 10 times more lit than I was at the age, but I still had my own shit going on. So I'm already knowing how to work my move, how to talk to people, how to, you know, network and shit, like get myself in the right rooms, in the right circle. So by the time I, you know, got to that point in college, I'm like, shit, I'm almost done now. I think I had 5, 6 classes left. I'm like, let me go on and knock it out.
This made people shocked when they heard he passed away. How did he die? What caused him to die? Who caused him to die, and who was he as a person? All this we will talk about in this video. For years, Tay Keith helped create some of the biggest records in the world. We will talk about the last video he made on Instagram before he was found dead. His beats-powered chart-topping hits, earned platinum certifications, and helped launch artists to new levels of success.
Look, I bring her money, they change up the topic. I got a 19 and it fold in my pocket. She gave me a number, now I gotta block it. When I show up, it's motion picture, blockbuster. The goat with the golden pen, the top toucher, the spot rusher. And they scared of the 7. After 1-3, then we turn up 11. Keep the shit open like 7-Eleven. Hit the strip out of school, couldn't wait till I got out of class. Used to stare at the clock and shit. Before all this rap shit, I was gang banging and doing.
I forgot he put these best on.
I'm bad as Michael Jackson. Hey, it's a holiday. 21, can you do something for me? 21. Can you hit a little rich flex for me? 901 Shelby Drive.
Damn, that shit had 106 billion streams. That's crazy.
Look, I just flipped the switch.
Yeah, that was a song of its time when it first came out. Yes, it did this, yeah.
Fuck a pigeonhole, I'm a night out, it's a different mode. I'ma have to make a
I forgot about it.
on a pinky toe. Make this here with all the ice on in the booth.
That is why so many people were shocked when news of his death began spreading across social media. Welcome back to our channel. This story begins in Memphis, Tennessee, a city known for its deep musical roots and its ability to produce artists who leave a lasting mark on the culture. Memphis has long been associated with creativity, innovation, and a unique sound that continues influencing music around the world. Growing up in that environment helped shape the future producer the world would eventually know as Tay Keith. Before the plaques, awards, and chart success, he was simply Britavious Chambers, a young man with a passion for music and a desire to create something meaningful. Like many aspiring producers, he spent countless hours working on his craft, learning software, experimenting with sounds, and developing a style that would eventually become one of the most recognizable in hip-hop.
This journey, what would you say was your biggest key to success?
My biggest key to my success personally was the consistency. You know, consistency in my sound, which ironically now is kind of like the thing where I get criticized the most for in my career. You know, a lot of people kind of criticize me for having a similar sound, but it's like that's what got me here. That's what blessed my family. That's what, you know what I'm saying, got me to buy my mama their house or my daddy their house or invest in my family business or, you know what I'm saying, pay for college. And
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
yeah, so, you know, I let it get to me sometimes, but for the most part, like, I know in the back of my head, that's where got me where I'm at, so shit, you know, it's gonna stay that way.
For sure.
His breakthrough did not happen overnight. Years of work eventually led to opportunities with artists who believed in his talent, and those opportunities slowly transformed into major career milestones. As his beats began reaching a larger audience, people quickly noticed that there was something different about his production. The energy, the drums, and the overall sound immediately stood out. That growing reputation eventually opened doors to collaborations with some of the biggest artists in the music industry. One of the moments that changed everything came through his work on Look Alive, the massive collaboration between Blockboy JB and Drake. The song exploded in popularity and introduced millions of listeners to Tay Keith's production style. Suddenly, people who had never heard his name before were asking who was responsible for creating that sound. The success of that record became the beginning of something much bigger. As the years passed, Tay Keith continued adding accomplishment after accomplishment to his resume.
Some of the artists I can work with would be Travis Scott, Beyonce, Lil Wayne, Drake, Cardi B, DJ Khaled, 21 Savage. The list goes on. I got Grammy nominated for Sicko Mode, and like that was just a huge thing for me, knowing that I had got like noticed for that. My name being in the credits, it was just like, damn.
He worked alongside artists such as Drake, Travis Scott, Future, Cardi B, Lil Baby, 21 Savage, and many others.
Bust it to the dance. Yeah. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. 21, can you do so?
Bow, 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 bow. I don't got a heart, but f it on pay. Lil' A beat the body, he fresh out the cage. I'm still the same.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Hot boxing in the whip. I don't even smoke, but we drop.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I know he made a lot of Drake beats for sure.
Talking down, no, yeah.
His music reached #1 status,
This
earned
is
multiple
crazy,
platinum certifications, and helped define an era of hip-hop that millions of fans grew up listening to. Among the records most closely associated with his success was Sicko Mode, the Travis Scott hit that became one of the biggest songs of its generation.
That's just all he know, he don't know nothing else. I tried to show him.
The song dominated charts, broke records, and elevated everyone involved to even greater levels of success. What made that chapter of his life especially inspiring was the fact that he remained committed to his education throughout much of his rise to fame. While many people would have left school behind after receiving calls from some of the biggest artists in the world, Tay Keith continued working toward his degree at Middle Tennessee State University. His commitment eventually led to one of the most memorable moments of his life. During his college graduation, he received recognition connected to the success of Sicko Mode, including his #1 plaque.
Just wanted to come down, let you know how proud of you we are. You're setting a positive example for people to follow you. We couldn't be more proud of you. It says a lot about the man you were raised to be, just committing to something and sticking to it. You sat in our office from day one and told us that you was going to graduate. You did it. You know, this is great, but this is your biggest number one right here.
The image became symbolic of the journey he had taken. He had managed to achieve success in the music industry while also completing his education, proving that young people did not necessarily have to choose one path over the other. Throughout his career, Tay Keith participated in numerous interviews where he discussed music, success, education, and his experiences working with some of the biggest names in entertainment.
I'm Tay Keith. I'm with Meta at the Warner Chapel Music Vegas camp. I knew I wanted to be a producer. I started making beats at like 14. I went to church a lot when I was younger. Also, like, I had Rock Band, the game. So I used to play the drums all the time on Rock Band. I like listening to meditation music, frequency music. So I just get in my vibe. I might listen to some old school samples. You know, like I've been listening to a lot of Gap Band lately. Charlie Wilson, Keith Sweat. I kind of have a thing where I like to sample a lot of old school music, and I kind of like go from there. A lot of people will come to me for a specific sound, but I also like when I'm creative, like I can make a lot of different varieties of music. It's just kind of like, it just varies. It's not about being able to make the biggest hit or, you know, the biggest record. It's just about creating good music, meeting new people, and enjoying the vibes and the energy.
Those interviews revealed a producer who remained connected to his roots despite his enormous success. One of the artists he spoke about with particular pride was Beyoncé, who worked with him.
So we're at the Hitmaker Brunch, and you are a literal hitmaker, but how do you know when you have that song? How do you know when it's done?
It's like the impulse you get, you know, that feeling of just like, this the one, you know, and every time I had that feeling when it's a song, it end up doing real good, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's like the main feeling I get, like every time it's, cause I done had hits where it been like, you know, whatever, but sometimes when you get that feeling, it's like, I know this is gonna be the one. It always be like that.
Favorite record that you produced that's come out, not that you have in the top.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, before I let go with Beyonce, just because it was one of my records, it's a lot of reasons, but the main reason is because it showed the world that I can, you know, be like versatile. You know, I can do other shit too. You know, and then the next reason is because it was such a universal record, like in the culture.
What the fuck is Blackboy Max doing down here? And AB, what the fuck is AB and Blackboy Max doing down here? What are we doing?
And I go home with like my family and shit. Thanksgiving, 4th of July, everybody hitting the dance and shit, you know, and it's like, damn, this was a real big moment for me in my career, on top of it just being a good ass record that I created.
Right. Is there like a story behind it? Like, is there like a crazy story behind that record too, or no?
Nah, it ain't no. Nah.
Not the beat?
Yeah, it's just, I made the beat in the hotel room. I started working on it, made the beat in the hotel room.
Young producers studied his work. Upcoming artists wanted to collaborate with him. Many people viewed him as an example of what could happen when talent met opportunity. His success inspired many younger musicians, including artists such as Finesse 2 Times and others who saw his journey as evidence that their own dreams were possible.
Now you like, what's up, fam? Just send me the motherfuckers, fam. Just send them to my phone, fam. And on a lot of my old projects, I got a few take-key beats. Old, like 7, 8 years ago, like projects like this. And when I went to the Fed check, I never forget this shit. I never forget this shit. I went to the hole. I went on 23-1 lockdown. And they give us books in the feds, like to keep like social media books and shit. They give us that in the feds so we can keep up with what's going on in hip hop and shit like that. And I seen Tay Keith in that motherfucker. And I said, God damn. And I seen all the awards, the Beyonce. So look, about a few days later, a week or so, man, they gave us some radios. We was on lockdown. I'm on the radio. I heard, take Keith, fuck these up. Get my body, hump my body, won't you get my body? I said, oh no. Take Keith that made it. This just made a whole beat for Beyonce. Y'all gotta understand, in my head right now, even when I'm talking to y'all, I'm sitting in that cell. I'm right here, but I'm sitting in that cell in my head, in my mind.
Yup.
Don't y'all know, this shit gave me so much more motivation.
By 2026, Tay Keith had already built a career that most people would consider extraordinary. Yet nobody knew that the chapter he was writing was about to come to an unexpected end. According to reports, Tay Keith had been active online shortly before concern began growing among those who knew him. Some fans would later revisit his social media activity and his final Instagram live after hearing the devastating news that followed. His friends were worried when he did not respond to their messages all day. As concern increased, the Metro Nashville Police Department conducted a welfare check at his apartment. When officers arrived, they discovered Tay Keith deceased inside the residence. He was only 29 years old. The discovery immediately sent shockwaves through the music industry. In their statement, Nashville police indicated that no foul play was suspected. Investigators explained that they had responded to conduct a welfare check and found the producer deceased, while the official cause of death remained pending further examination. Despite the police statement, social media quickly became filled with theories and speculation. Many people convinced themselves they already knew what had happened. Others began spreading rumors as they searched for answers. The suddenness of the news created confusion, and before long, countless theories were circulating online. While the public debated possibilities, many of the people who actually knew Tay Keith chose to focus on remembering the life he lived rather than the speculation surrounding his death.
Y'all saying LMAO, Tay Keith, wait, what?
Cause they funny, bro.
Tay Keith passed away?
No, I don't know, there's no way.
Nigga, they saying R.I.P. Tay Keith.
Are you serious?
I don't know.
He did? Y'all have Marty, not Marty in the car behind us.
Damn, bro. Damn, R.I.P., bro.
Wait.
Check Banks on Yoxic? You talking about RB? Yeah. Yo, R.I.P. to Tay Keith, and y'all saying Tylil just crashed?
Yo.
They saying Tylil
rest in peace to Tay Keith, that ass.
Damn, bro. Nah, R.I.P., bro. That ass. R.I.P. I know some of y'all young in chat, but y'all, you feel me? Tay Keith, come on, bro. Tay Keith, fuck these niggas up, me. R.I.P., bro. Damn, that's crazy, bro. Let me try to see this Tylil shit. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Rest in peace, Tay Keith too. R.I.P. Tay Keith for real.
R.I.P. Tay Keith for real, man. Every time I ask that, he sent the beats through.
No, for real.
Anytime I ask, he always send me beats.
Somebody said
that.
Tributes began pouring in from across the entertainment industry. Fans shared memories of discovering his music for the first time. Artists posted messages expressing gratitude for the work he had done. Producers reflected on the influence he had on modern hip-hop. Among those visibly emotional was Boxer
I forgot AB do got rap songs, don't he? I forgot he was trying to do some rapping shit. Young AB. I forgot Young AB used to rap. No way. Yo, this shit is crazy, man. Damn, Tay Keith, that shit wild.
Adrian Broner, who reacted publicly after learning of Tay Keith's passing.
Damn, I just talked to God. That's crazy.
Our sincere condolences go out to the family, friends, fans, and loved ones of Tay Keith.
Yes.
May his memory be a blessing to all who knew him, and may his life and accomplishments continue inspiring future generations of artists, producers, and dreamers.
Yeah, that shit. Nah, brother. Nah, brother. I gotta keep updated with this too. I definitely will keep updated with this because this nah. People give bad pills on purpose. That's how Quan died. Don't trust your own people. Yeah, but I don't think it was no drugs. Man died by the pill. My dad died by the pill when I was 6. I'm now 32. And this shit eats me up every time someone dies, but I want to shake my fucking head. Nah, I don't think it was that. I don't think it was that for sure. But rest in peace, Take Keith, dog. That shit crazy as hell. I saw about this yesterday, day before yesterday. Um, and I thought it was. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know it was. I ain't gonna say I thought it was a joke, but I thought motherfucker was trolling or something. Um, and then I just started seeing it on my timeline, bro. I'm like, damn, bro, dead for real. It's crazy. So shouts out Take Keith, man. Send condolences to his family, man. Rest in peace to him, bro. That's so unfortunate, dog.